Well, how about that for timing? Yes.
Great for timing.
That song ended. I couldn't have done that if I tried to do that.
Nope.
Which I didn't try to do that. But wait a minute. Who do I see? I see Michael and Brenda and Michael and Sue.
Same Michael.
Yeah. Same Michael, different day. Okay.
Happy Monday.
So yes, happy Monday. Oh, gotta move this over here. So yeah. How was your weekend? Good, we hope. Where am I? Where am I? I'm here. Here I am. Here I am to save the day. Maybe not to save the day. But here I am. And so what happens tonight? Okay, well, let's see. I told you about the dancing fire eater. I'm sure I told you about the rat-eating frog. We also have the frog-eating rat. That's going to be later. our new segment tonight with Brad. We decided to look into a little bit of history of what it is we do as musicians. It wasn't always rock. Yes, it was. It wasn't always called rock. And there's several real good documentaries out now. There's a lot of stuff on these streaming channels. You can watch just about anything about just about anybody. So that's a nice new addition to the world of 600 channels. And let's see, my partner in crime is over here. What's going on?
I am having to write to people.
Oh.
No, Sue said good music.
Good music, yeah. That was Rat Race. That was with Larry, Mark, myself, Dave, and we recorded that at Electric Lady Studios. Learned a lot down there. It was a cool place to be. So, let's see. What's on your mind today? Let me see. I can now see what you all are saying.
They're just saying hello to each other.
To each other? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's fun. So anyway, so I was looking for something interesting for Mondays. I mean, of course, we're funny as hell every Monday without fail. But we wanted a different little feature. So rather than doing, who wears diamonds and crosses, Brad is he's like a historian on all kinds of stuff, right? I mean, he's the kind of guy who knows things that are already on YouTube that you don't know about. He knows about them. Stuff that isn't even on YouTube yet, he knows about. And he has one of those analytical minds, for lack of a better word, or just likes to go after the deep information. So I thought that it would be fun if Angus, Dr. Clockus.
Yeah, on Monday nights he's Dr. Clockus.
Yeah, but only till 7:45.
Then he turns back into
Then
Angus.
he turns back into Angus,
Yeah.
which is, okay,
Yeah, he's
it's
got
fun.
his bit.
He does do his bit. He does his bit and then some. Good old Angus. He's got a week lined up. He said he's already almost done with February. You were asking me about who's going to be on?
Really?
Yeah, he said he's almost done with February.
Wow.
And I'm wondering does he mean worrying about it? Is he done worrying about it, or is he done booking it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But it's always fun to see,
I know that the Golden Globes was not on television last night.
No Globes.
No. And that's what kicks off
The
award
award season,
That's
right? Because
right.
we're supposed to pick up a couple of awards this year, and
yeah, for our show. But they're going to send them to us.
yeah, they're gonna If we win, we don't know if we're gonna win yet. Oh wait, we do know it. We won
It
last
happened
night.
last night.
Did we win?
It just wasn't televised.
Did we win? Oh, they didn't tell us.
Yeah, we won.
Oh, we won. Oh, so cool. We'll have the shit here sometime later
So
this
now
week.
we're gonna have to write Golden Globe winners. We forgot to tell you we were nominated.
Yeah, it's and if it was on, you could have watched. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just a bummer that we couldn't be there, because.
We would have been wearing our pajamas on doing the
No,
Zoom.
I would have.
Doing the Zoom in your pajamas.
I would have been wearing one of my shirts
You would have.
and a top hat. No, you would have. One of maybe next season, maybe.
Maybe so.
Speaking of which, running out of sizes, guys.
Okay,
And
the large is the most popular size.
yeah, that's like gone. Well, not gone, but it's pretty gone. But if you want anything, and the sale is not on the website anymore, it is only for you guys, you watchers of the sky. You would have to call the office.
Oh my God.
What? What?
Pat Romano just wrote, "Hello everyone. I'm streaming a close friend's funeral service taking place in a rock club. Steve or Lori, if you see this, it's at Toad's Place.
Oh, wow.
In New Haven, Connecticut. Like, is the dead body there? Funeral service?
Well, that sounds
That
like
usually means
sounds
the
like
body's
sounds like a
there.
body to me.
Oh my goodness.
Pat,
Wow.
are you? Can you
A lot
hear
of
us?
things happen at Toad's Place. Remember the Rolling Stones did a shakeout date there?
We played there with John at Toad's.
Oh, I'm
Played
sorry
there with
your
Rat
friend-
Race.
We're sorry your friend died, and he must have really loved Toad's Place.
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah, no.
Winters was the house sound man for Toad's Place.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Was he for Toad's Place?
No, Tuxedo Junction. Sorry, wrong T.
Connecticut starts with a T.
Connecticut, T.
Starts with a T.
One's a frog, one's a fancy suit.
What?
Toad's Place is a frog, Tuxedo's a fancy suit. No?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
One of them fancy
Meanwhile,
suits that they wear to the
Angus-
Golden
Oh
Globes.
my gosh, is Angus gonna premiere his commercial that he made? He sends Steve a commercial.
I don't know. I mean, I could premiere it for him.
Oh my God! Yes.
No,
You have to, you have to.
that's
Yes,
it. No,
yes,
I
yes.
can't. I would.
When he's on.
No,
Like-
they worked at. Nah, I can't do that. I steal his.
Okay, so let's
I stole
tell
his.
him what it is.
I stole his in that. No.
Yes.
Why?
He did a commercial for Rock and Roll Show and Tell, and he said he's outside, standing outside in his yard during the day, and we didn't know he was doing this. He just sends it to Steve and says, "What do you think about this? Stella, which is his 16-year-old daughter, needs to put shoes on." And do you think Jeff Seitz would get mad? And we're like, what is this commercial?
What's in the commercial
So
for?
there's Angus standing there saying,
It's
"This-
funny.
hi." Did he even say who he was?
I don't know. Well, when
I've been
he's
working
going to
with
be
Steve
here.
and Lori for 18 months, a rock and roll show and tell, and then his 16-year-old daughter standing in the background with that short gray wig that he wore for Halloween where he looked like one of the Golden Girls. And she's supposed to be Jeff's wife, Judith, yelling at him, saying, "I don't know what you're doing, but you better stop it right now."
It's
It
funny.
was pretty funny.
She was great.
And it came out of nowhere. It was like, whoa, Angus.
Who knew? They got like a
People
whole.
were laughing. We're
Believe
gonna
me.
have to watch. We're gonna have
People
to.
are like, we're gonna have to get.
Pat's watching. Pat, what did you want to?
Yeah,
know?
Pat. Wait a minute. What is
We're
this?
sorry for the loss of your friend,
Yup. If it. Yup.
but no gloom. So
No
is
gloom.
there music being played? At
Ron
the-
Lawrence had a residency upstairs for one of the time. Oh, I see. So he played at the place. Wow, that's interesting.
What? You got to read it to the class.
I mean, I can't. Replying to Ron Lawrence, if it's not really
That must be
John
who
Lawrence,
died?
yeah, had a residency upstairs for more than 10 years. And Brian Phelps, the club owner, offered his club to the family, all while following the necessary health guidelines.
A local.
A local funeral home provided all of the arrangements.
Oh, so he lived above Tuxedo Junction.
It lived or performed? He had a residency
What's that
upstairs. Well, I don't know. If you're Billy Joel, it means you play Madison Square Garden once a month.
Oh, so he's playing upstairs? Oh.
Yeah, not a residence.
Oh, a
residency.
residency.
I guess upstairs.
I didn't know that.
Pat will have to tell us what's upstairs from Toad's place. I never went up there.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know what's up there? Meanwhile, we watched, because of the conversation that we had about the CBGB's movie, and everybody was saying, you really should see it. And
Please
blah, blah,
play
blah.
there. We watched it. And it was so boring. But
Sucked. It sucked.
It sucked.
Sucked.
But I think over 33,000 bands came out of there. And the thing was, this guy said you can only play originals, whereas all the other clubs made you play covers. He told them you can only play originals, and he let everybody play there.
True story. But wait, I thought I saw
And,
Brad.
yeah, it was, you know.
Well, anyway.
Oh, Laurie Richardson in the house.
Hey, Laurie.
Got your lawn chair?
Well, anyway, yeah. So it sucks. So
You know who I haven't seen? I haven't seen Gail.
Gail, I don't know. Maybe she's, she could be.
Anybody know what's going on with Gail?
Oh, ding dong. Come on. Did you hear?
Well,
Oh,
you know
here we
what's going on with Gail,
go.
let us know.
Here we go. Okay, I gotta ask him to unmute. There you go.
More things changed and more things.
There we go. Okay, let me turn us up here so that we're.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How you doing, guys? Happy New Year.
We're doing good. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, I've had the pod freshened up a little bit. Oh, and here comes the doctor.
Oh, Dr.
Ah, we're in for a good one tonight.
That's right.
I've got all my notes, and the doctor's going to take care of the visual aspect. There he is.
I
Yes,
love
doctor's in the house.
it. Doctor's in the house.
Wait, I just.
I've got all my notes.
Okay, can you hear me now? No.
Yeah, and you have fleas.
Doctor's in the house.
Wait, I just.
Hey, isn't
Okay,
that?
can you hear me now? No. All right, you got me now?
Yeah, but we're still hearing you from before.
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, that's great. Hey, and I'm on the television.
And that's Stella's wig.
I love it.
There we go. Yes, it is Stella's wig.
That's great.
Well, are we going to premiere the commercial later?
Yeah.
No. I still have to. I have to add in the links and everything else for it.
Oh, okay.
The Facebook, the YouTube links. Twitter, Twitch, and all that stuff.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
we were telling the viewers about it.
We were setting them up for it. But okay, I mean, today it's about the history, man, and this is cool. I mean, we're gonna tough our way through this, but I thought it was interesting, Brad, that you picked January 1st as even though we're doing the day of, which
Well,
kind of.
he's only on one day, so like.
Yeah, but are we going to do the whole week?
What I'm gonna do, okay, this is what I was going to say. When we started this journey off a few months ago, we were, unraveling signs and symbology within rock and roll. And now for the new year, because we're starting this new year, 2022, but what happened in the history of rock and roll? So we're going to go on a rock and roll excavation. And we're going to try and find some of the amazing history and how it relates to rock and roll back then, rock and roll today, and where it's taking us to the future.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
And I think it's only appropriate that we start with the New Year's Day fact. I thought that was just
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, he's going to share with the class.
Dr. Clockus, let's rock us with Clockus.
All right. I have pictures if you want me to show the pictures.
Yeah, picture one of the Quarry Men, please.
The what?
The Quarry Men, the first picture of a black and white.
Man.
Yes, I know what I know who it is. Okay, I just gotta find it. It's gonna take me a second there. All right.
What song did they do?
The Quarry Men.
That's right, the Quarry Men. You may have known them as another group. The members of the
The Quarry Men.
Yeah, the Quarry Men
Nice.
traveled 200 miles from Liverpool, England, to London to be only rejected in their first major recording effort. This group today is now known as the Beatles.
Yeah.
But I want you to take a look at this historical picture. Who do you think? Let's name all the different members here.
Well, obviously it's John, George, Paul, and Pete Best, though. That's
right.
Caucus.
And the fifth Beatle down there.
Caucus.
The
And me.
fifth Beatle. Pete Best is interesting. it had to have been a real tough spot for him. I mean, you tell me about this whole process of going into the rock business, and this is a really powerful lesson that the rock business educates.
But then.
Well, what I heard is they heard somebody playing during the day in a club.
It was Rory Storm, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And they went in, and it was Ringo.
Yeah, Ringo was playing with Rory Storm,
yeah,
I think,
and they said, "Holy shit, we need this drummer."
Yeah, his talent.
The story is, it's funny because you can look back on it now. When we first heard the Pete Best reality, when you first heard in the first several years that the Beatles were, they had another drummer. It was like, wow. And then, Beatlemania happened, and everybody's thinking, wow, that poor dude, you know what I mean? What happened with him? Did he, he just disappeared? Is he giving tours of the cavern? And you have to wonder.
He's doing a Kramer.
Well, I think it is something like that, but you have to wonder.
Is he giving tours of the cavern?
Well, I don't know. I know he's doing some sort of historical thing. I don't want to talk out of school. Dr. Clock will look it up for us. But the point of it is, is it better to be Pete Best or John Lennon?
Right.
Yeah, it's a tale of two cities.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a weird one. But
or is it better to be Pete Best or Ringo? Think about that.
It's interesting. Ringo is such an amazing drummer, and he's got so many different talents of ensembling groups and so many other incredible talents. It's almost like it was an unavoidable situation. Like they were, the Fab Four were meant to be together. I don't know if Pete Best, of his quality playing ability, but from what I did hear, he was a handsome kid, and they didn't like sharing the spotlight, and that may have even had something to do with it. Better than anyone in the room about the dynamic.
Right. Well, I know what I do know is that when it's not much different than a girlfriend. When you see somebody that fits the mold better. That's it. That's that's just the way it goes. It's like, especially in that, and that's kind of a cold way to put it, but in a situation with a band, if you find somebody in the band isn't working, or you find somebody outside the band that would be working better, forget. In 1960, whatever it was, none of us, including them, had any idea what we were doing, what we were trying to do, what we were about to do or be a part of, no matter how great or small. It's not like they said, well, what we'll do is get rid of this guy, then we'll become really big. They had no idea. And I think they're as shocked, certainly Paul and Ringo are as shocked as anybody that they have the history that they have.
Oh, so incredible. Beyond music. Beyond.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next picture. Let's see what else happened on that was January 1st, but today we're going to go, the next picture is on Elvis Presley. Why don't you pull that one up? Because this is a great picture I found.
Where's the doctor? Is the doctor in? Oh, there he is.
The doctor's in.
This picture right here was taken January 10th, 1956. That is Elvis Presley recording the song inspired by a news article that was read about a man who committed suicide, who was lonely. He jumped out of a window because he had this lonely, broken heart. And that's when Heartbreak Hotel was then responded to and written by, Mae Boren Axton and Tommy Dirks, I think.
Okay, well, we get Doc. You want to look that up for us?
Doc, look that up.
Hotel.
Sure. Okay. What was it again? I was still looking at the Pete Best stuff. I was going to go back to that for a second, but
I can tell you about him. He tried to commit suicide, And
We're talking about Pete Best now.
Yes.
Oh, Pete? Yeah.
Okay.
Tried to commit
tried
suicide.
to commit suicide, and then he got married, had a kid, but he got a monetary payout in 1995.
Yeah,
The company.
yeah, because they did a re-release on some of the early stuff that he was actually recorded on.
Yeah, yeah. And he showed up at a Beatle Fest in 1988, which I'm going to need to ask Drew Hill about. Drew, because been doing the Beatle Fest since the mid '80s, early '80s. Okay, now who am I looking up? Elvis here. What about Elvis again? I'm sorry, I got lost.
Who wrote Heartbreak Hotel?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the recording of Heartbreak Hotel.
So how many years ago is that? Tonight?
1956.
Wow.
Back in
Wow.
the early days of rock and roll.
Durden.
Who did?
Tommy Durden.
Tommy Durden, yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, along with Mayborn Axton.
He was a co-writer.
Yeah, he was a co-writer. Okay, so somebody jumped out of a hotel window
He
and
was the lyricist.
Right.
so Tommy wrote the lyrics.
Elvis Presley was one of the writers also.
Yes, he was. I was just going to say,
Yes.
he wrote, from what I've heard, is the last bridge was his. The last part of the song was his.
Okay, and a May Boren Axton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, the group that's playing with him they were called the Blue Moon Boys. And that was Chet Atkinson on guitar and Floyd Kramer on the blues piano.
Wow.
And they played on a lot of other great music, too. They've been credited to a lot of other great stuff, Chet.
Wow. Well, Chet Atkins, man. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
He's the man.
funny because those, where those guys, that's like, I mean, that's its whole own kind of music, what Chet played. That country, western. There's like southern country, and then there's
Rockabilly.
Yeah.
They called it rockabilly.
Yeah.
And it had that sound.
Yeah. And Elvis, being surrounded by all those guys and all those different influences, that's what an insane time. And interestingly enough, since since we're talking about Elvis, I'm doing this Roy Orbison documentary, and out of the four big names, right? I mean, of that time, Elvis, Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash, or maybe Everly Brothers or Chuck Berry. The forgotten one is Roy Orbison.
Right.
And it's his story is very interesting. And it was Elvis that said that Roy Orbison was the greatest singer in the world.
Yep.
When you listen to Roy Orbison, you can feel his music almost better than you can hear it. You know what I mean? It's the tone and tenor. Something about it's haunting. I love it.
Yeah, and I've been listening to a lot of it lately because I've been editing the stuff for this doc, and it's amazing. It's but I'll tell you, I will tell you one thing: you can't listen to the depressing songs, too many of them in a row, or you're going off the edge.
Yeah,
You got to put Ooby Dooby in there, Pretty Woman, because otherwise it's you're crying.
Well, you got to lighten the load.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
So
is there a Norbert Putnam was a bass player that did a lot of the session work at Muscle Shoals, and he also was Elvis's bass player for a bunch of years.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
I don't know if you ever heard of him, but I have gone back and forth with him on Facebook, and I'm trying to get him to come on the show. Because he's also produced like Dan Fogelberg and Linda Ronstadt years after that.
Oh, really?
I don't know, but I think, what year was that picture taken around? Was early 60s?
That's 50.
Or before?
That picture was taken January 10th, 1956.
Yeah.
26 years ago today, or 56 years ago today, so whatever it is. Yeah.
76.
I couldn't have been any further off than that.
years ago today. 76 years ago today? 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 76 years ago today?
Yeah.
No.
And I can't count
Rock
that.
excavation, buddy.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
66
there you
years
go,
ago today.
calculator.
If it was seven,
What was it?
gotta be 66 years.
What year are we subtracting?
1956, 66, 76, 86, 96, 06, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
56, are you saying?
Yeah, 1956.
Well, you can judge that because I was born in 57.
Oh.
And I'm 64.
Yeah.
Ah, 64. I'll be 65 in October.
Okay, well, that's okay. Good. Yay. That's good.
So let's go to this next picture.
And I think I know who that is.
We're moving on to the next one.
Yeah. No.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Okay.
No, it's going to be Pat Benatar.
Ah. Okay. There's Pat.
There she is. Yeah, she has one of the hardest names I can think of pronouncing because it's not Benatar. It's Patricia May Adriuszewski. Obviously, a mouthful.
Adriuszewski?
Adrejewski. Adriuszewski.
Oh, Adriuszewski.
It's like
Okay.
a song. After you left me.
Listen, I know why they call her Benatar.
Well, that's a good one. I wonder. I'd love to know where she came up with that, Pat Benatar. But she kept that. That's interesting.
You know, she's to this day she's been considered to be one of the biggest heartaches to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they have not introduced her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame yet, and that's considered to be one of the biggest snubs because this woman, I mean, whether it be Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Shadows of the Night, Heartbreaker, and of course Promises in the Dark. I mean, her vocal talent is insane.
Well, I think I heard she was an opera singer or studied opera.
But you saw that bit
But
on her. Yeah.
but the thing that's odd is her husband Neil Giraldo.
Geraldo?
Giraldo.
Oh, like Geraldo?
Yeah, Neil Giraldo.
Okay.
He's been with her for the whole time.
Yeah.
Probably all of the songs have done, but he's like Mr. Benatar, and for the past bunch of years she's been trying to, shine the light on him a little bit. We saw something not that long ago where, they were on together, and it's interesting for him. It's got to be interesting for him to. To be right next to all that massive success and just be able to walk right by, with nobody paying attention.
It's kind of like Chris Stein and Deborah Harry from Blondie.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what really has always impressed me about her, but as I'm getting, looking at it from the age of a few years from when it was popular at the time, I didn't see her as this quote unquote trailblazer, it being a big deal for a woman. I just thought she just had an amazing voice, great music, great guitars, all that. I just thought it was great music. Now looking back, I mean, she was able to pull it up. Very impressive.
Yeah, I think it's time for that commercial.
Uh-oh.
Rockin'
All right.
the Caucus.
Sponsors.
All right.
Bradley's
Yeah,
I hate to-
sponsors. Now a word from our sponsors.
Most of you know I live in Southwest Florida now, and one of my favorite places to grab a bite to eat is Jason's Deli. Scott and Diana Willis have been in business here for over 20 years. The truth is, Jason's Deli has bigger choices of better food. You can eat healthy and enjoy the taste of quality ingredients. They're open 7 days a week for dine-in, pick-up, or deli delivery. With 4 convenient locations from Naples to Cape Coral, Florida, they are a must-try. Jason's Deli, where all good things come from wholesome ingredients. And Bradley's Jewelers in South Fort Myers, Diamonds, bridal, you name it. Estate, custom design, and expert repair. Bradley's Jewelers, South Fort Myers. They specialize in amazing moments.
All right.
All right, Steve, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, but the mask was. Go
There
ahead.
you
Okay, I got a fact.
Oh.
Harry Benatar
Why are we? Yeah.
married her high school sweetheart, Dennis Benatar.
Oh.
1972. That's why she got the name Benatar.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
In 1979. And then she married Neil Giraldo in 1982.
Oh, so now
Yeah.
wait a minute. So
Well, I think
hang on. When was what was the timing of her hits? When was her first hit?
it was before her hits. Well, they were together before their hits. Somebody put them together to do music together, and that's where it all
She
started.
didn't have any hits while she was married to the guy.
No, I don't think so.
Well, let's see. Let me tell you about it. In the Heat of the Night album was released in August of 79.
So that's before Neil.
Well, it could have been,
No, Neil. I think Neil's been there the whole time.
Okay, could be.
Wow. Wait, and something was written by Alan Parsons and Eric Wolfson.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I Need a Lover That Won't Drive Me Crazy was written by John Mellencamp.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know my Pat
so the
Benatar
album
story,
was
right?
certified-
Well,
No.
I think because Pat's from Long Island, and I think Neil was from like Maryland or Baltimore or something like that. And
Wow.
then somebody put them together to do music together, to write music together. They saw they were a good match or something like that. But anyway,
Apparently they did. They were right. Apparently they were
I
right.
hope it wasn't her husband.
But my my Pat Benatar story is it's not really a Pat Benatar story, but it's a Gene Cornish Young Rascal story. Gene is playing out on the island, and they do, the Rascal song "You Better Run," right? What you trying to
no
do to my
sound,
heart,
Steve.
right?
What's that mean?
Don't what?
No sound?
No sound, Steve.
Yes. You know what that's?
No.
Usually means they
Nah,
can't hear you.
well, that's they
No
can hear me.
sound, Steve.
From me, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Wait.
yeah.
Fine.
I think right when we first came back, we couldn't hear you.
All
Anyway,
so
long
Kitty,
story
that's
short.
on your end.
So Gene plays "You Better Run" with whatever band he was playing with at the time, and he goes up to the bar to have a drink, and some guy comes up to him and says, "Man, that was really, really good." And Gene said, "Thanks a lot." And he said, "Do you do any other Pat Benatar songs?"
It pissed Gene
It
off.
pissed him off.
I think it was a compliment,
No.
I don't
Oh, so I
That'd be like somebody going up to Roger McGuinn and saying, "Man, you sound like Tom Petty."
No, it was the same song.
now, there's a guy I know out on Long Island, and he claims that his mother and Pat are best friends. Went to school together on Long Island. They're best friends. They still stay in contact with each other. I did a lot of partying with this guy. Anyway, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, he contacts me down here. And he says, "Listen, Pat's playing down in somewhere around where you are. I'm going to come down and we'll go see Pat Benatar." So I'm thinking, his mother's got the connection. We're going to go see him. We're going to meet him. He goes, "Just if you can get us in somehow, if I can get us up to the stage, then I could try to get her attention." I'm like, okay, we're going to do that.
Flag.
I could try to
Alright.
get her attention.
But I have to get him in.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
him and his mother were estranged.
Yeah, bring a sign. Bring a like a bed sheet with some ink on it.
I'm
Yeah.
son.
Judy's son.
All right.
Well, man. So, what other interesting facts do we have? Are we going forward?
So we're going to go to the next one. Donald Fagan.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
He just had a birthday. And he was born in 1948.
Wow.
Wow.
So we got to do the
19.
math on that one too.
No, you don't
I
have to
gotta
do
tell
that.
us.
Actually, I'm sorry, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame today.
Today?
No, he was born 1948 today, but he has been inducted for the Hall of Fame for his efforts in Steely Dan.
Oh, so today's his birthday is what you're saying.
Today's his birthday.
He's 74.
No,
Yeah.
Yep. Happy birthday, Donald Fagan.
Happy birthday, Donald.
A few years ago, he played at the at Barbara B. Mann, and we went to go see him. And it was a great concert. It started off, full moderate, mellow, and it was really kind of funny because, like, probably about 15, 20 minutes into the show, you could smell a familiar scent that can be found in many rock shows. And my wife turns to me and she goes, "Now it's a rock concert." It's so funny because, like, the place smelled like a Cheech and Chong fest by the time they were done.
Colorado.
Or anywhere in Colorado, right? Wow. Well, that's all right. Yeah.
Pot's legal like in 40-something states.
Yeah, just not ours.
Recreational.
That's right. Well, in Florida, everyone has glaucoma anyway, so it's cool.
I don't know. So happy birthday,
there's a
Donald
rumor-
Fagan. That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Now, there's a rumor about the name Steely Dan. I told you about it.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
need someone to fact check me, please.
About what?
The name.
The root of the name Steely Dan.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a hint. It's very similar to Joni's butterfly.
Oh, it's a sex toy?
I don't know. I don't know nothing. I need you to confirm rumors.
All right.
We're depending on you or Dr. Clockus.
Yes.
Let's see.
What do you got for us, Doc?
I'm still okay. Okay, here we go. Let me see.
Is it okay if I'm thinking of the music of Jeopardy in the background?
Yeah, as long as we don't get
Okay.
flagged for it. Okay.
Okay.
You gotta read a lot of shit till you get to it,
Okay. I don't know if you can understand this. You ready?
All right.
All right. Working with ABC producer Gary Katz, they secretly assembled Steely Dan, named after a prosthetic phallus in William S. Burroughs' novel Naked Lunch.
Oh, okay. So
A dildo.
it was written about it.
So the rumors are true.
It's true. There you go.
Rumors are true.
Given their lyrical themes of porn, drugs, and dark introspective, it comes as no surprise that Becker and Fagan would choose a name for their product that came from the twisted mind of William S. Burroughs.
So there you go.
Yep.
How
Steely
good is
Dan.
that, kids.
Yeah.
Steely Dan. Get yours today.
So now you can put up the picture of Dr. Clockus of Johnny Cash.
Oh, I can do Johnny Cash. Okay.
What about Pink Floyd? What do you think that is?
No, that's
I'm not going there, and that's
not
tonight.
this show. It's another show.
Oh, okay.
So tonight, in January 1992, this man was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
92.
But Pat Benatar wasn't.
Yeah, but
That's correct. He was not. But he's, I will tell you, definitely a personal hero of mine. In fact, when I first heard Johnny Cash, I couldn't stand him. In fact, I didn't like it at all until I kind of grew up and went through a few things in life, and I listened to it again. And then I heard about his story about things that he had to go through in life, and then I listened to Folsom Prison, and then I can't get enough of that man, and because I think that there's something about the moment of inner pent-up rage that we all have in society that's a lot closer than most people are willing to give it credit for. That he was able to honestly tap into that moment of, I'm sick of this shit and I'm done.
Did you see the movie with Reese Witherspoon?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
performance.
yeah. It was great movie.
And I love that he was brave enough to do the thing that he did with Rick Rubin. Was it Rick Rubin?
Yeah.
To do the Nine Inch Nails song.
Yeah.
A boy named
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm talking
Sure.
about, this is at the end of,
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, but his label dropped him
yeah.
after he had like made them so many millions of dollars. Then they'll
Yeah.
say, we don't need you anymore. You're not selling.
And
Goodbye."
the thing about it is, you that's what drew me to the Roy Orbison thing, because here's a guy, not good looking, writes great songs, kind of, more laid back than up and in your face, but somehow, it got through. And I think what happened with, same thing with Johnny Cash. I think he and Orbison appealed to their peers. I think the other people that were out knew how good they were, and that's how it trickled down to the everyman.
Yeah. And which brings us to the next inductee that same year is Jimi Hendrix.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, wait, don't we want to know about Johnny's watch, or what's, no?
Johnny's watch.
Yeah, there it goes. It's gone.
Ah,
It's a great picture too.
Believe me, there's much more on him later in the life.
okay.
But this is Jimmy being Jimmy. And, there's just something about the air in the room, that the electricity that he could manufacture out of his sheer ability. And, I'll never forget that performance that he did of the Beatles song in Europe, and how it was it was such a critical moment, and it was like an eruption. And the powers that be couldn't handle it.
No, and he did, he did something by Cream, too. Was it Sunshine of Your Love, or?
Yeah, and he did it like right when they came out.
Yeah,
like Rat Race.
yeah, they were still out, yeah. But yeah, Sergeant Pepper, he was, man, Hendrix was he was just so there.
Yeah,
And
3 days after the Beatles released Sergeant Pepper,
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix covered their hit single. So there you go.
He was, I liken Jimi Hendrix to Bruce Lee in his ability of being shown something once and being capable of mastering it. Very few people have that ability, and he just was one of those that just could take anything and own it.
Yeah, but he invented what he did. He took from this one and that one and so on and so on. But man, what Hendrix did with all of the things that he borrowed from all the guys that came before him was so impactful in those 3 records. Just mind-blowing. Absolutely my single most influential artist, of everyone.
I'll give you a little tip on him. In a lot of his album work, a lot of the artwork, you'll see the Om. And the Om is one of those really specific, it's a word with 1,000 meanings to it. And it actually is the vibration of the sun. And when you think about that term of vibration of the sun, it makes his music even more logical in thinking, because you can't listen to a good Jimi Hendrix song and not be moved by it. I mean, that's what it does.
And it was so, but the thing about it is, there are people that would look at it and say, from before or from now they look back or look forward at it and couldn't get it. But you had to be a part of that time, and I think that holds true for all the generations of music. They have their they have their axis where everything comes together. Axis,
Yeah.
And whatever artist hits the chord at that moment, that stays with them forever. So
Yeah. And then last but definitely not least,
I
last shot.
got it.
here he comes.
Okay.
Yardbirds. They were
Ah,
inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1992 on this day.
on this day.
Yeah. Now, see if there's anybody familiar in there that you can pick out.
I think that's
Well,
all
first
of
of all, I know.
I see Jimmy Page.
Yeah, Jimmy's on the bottom. I
That's
know.
right.
I know McCarty,
Right?
Party.
Jim McCarty
Yeah.
from well, he's the only one still there.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
still in it. Yeah.
What was interesting about, and of course there are other albums that artwork that has Eric Clapton on, because he was part of the group, and of course Jeff Beck.
Yep. Yeah, all three of them were in there.
I mean, think about that's like three of some of the greatest guitar masters that could ever come out.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is kind of ironic, and they all did. Not one of them sounds like the other one. Clapton is Clapton.
Right.
Beck is just. I mean, Beck just God, and Pagey. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, it's hard to contain that much talent in one group.
Well, Clapton didn't really want to be in the group. He was like, we just saw a documentary on him, and it's like he would turn up late because he knew he could get away with it. You know what I mean?
Well, he was in it before Page.
Yeah, he was.
Page
He was.
took his place.
He was the first one of them. Yeah. And then he went on to.
Right.
But no. He
Same
went
thing. Clapton did the same thing to that other band.
to Blues Breakers, John Mayall.
Yeah, John Mayer.
Wait, so Jimmy Page was all right. So Eric Clapton was the first guitar player, then Jimmy Page, then Jeff Beck was the third one.
I'm pretty sure that's the way it went.
But there have been other alternate guitarists in
sure there have.
group over and over again.
Yeah,
Topham, and there was a ton of guys that have been through that band.
Yeah.
But but
What
that
an
was,
awesome band they are.
yeah, and it's Shapes of Things, very influential song. Not many people realize that was them. But well, listen, it's all when you're the first one in the room. Nobody really sees you. It's a couple more people have to come in until they go, oh wow, yeah. So they were early, and Jim's in the middle, still keeping the band together. He's got to be 70. He's got to be in it. How old is Jim McCarty? Dr. Clockus? Anybody?
Dr. Clockus.
Dr. Clockus? Jim
Put it on
McCarty
me.
from the Yardbirds?
It's hard to see out of these glasses.
That's a contradiction in terms. It's hard to see with these glasses.
That's right.
It's like it's hard to walk with this cane.
I got one of those too. Oh crap! Hold on a second.
Oh, it's 76.
Oh, so
76.
So 76. That's not that. He's not that
It's a
old.
spring chicken.
All right.
He'll turn 77 in June.
Oh well,
Well,
77.
like
in
Carmine
June.
Appice's 75.
Wow,
Mitch Ryder's 76.
man.
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I still got a lot of years left.
Sure.
All
So I
right.
hope you enjoyed the installment one
It was
of
excellent.
the
I
excavation.
thought that was
of rock.
great.
Oh, this time.
Yeah, this
It was very good.
great. So, I'm interested to see what's next Monday. The date next Monday.
17.
17.
17th. Okay.
A
Well,
lot can happen in a week.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun,
learned.
Brad. Great, man. Thank you for that. That was cool.
Well, Dr. Clock is always an honor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah,
Hi,
Doctor in the
guys.
house. In the house. All right, brother Brad.
Say hi to Cole.
Yeah, say hi
I
to
will. She's
And
Happy New Year, you guys.
we got a new commercial for you guys coming.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right, we got to come by and see you anyway.
All right. I'll see you in a few.
Okay, we'll see us in a few. Here we go.
That was good though. No,
It
that
says
was
Angus is.
good.
What's that? It says Angus is talking.
I don't hear him.
It said it.
Well, guess what?
Angus is talking.
Angus also looks like he has a gray wig on too. That I saw his daughter wearing.
No,
in
he's
the
doing
commercial.
good. He's doing good, Angus. He did a great job. That was fun with Brad. That just whipped by.
Kitty Cypress, it's a great show tonight.
Yeah, it was a good show, right?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, and if you,
It,
you know.
it kept my interest.
Oh,
Oh, he's got to go change from Dr.
Oh,
Flowers
that's
to
he's
Angus,
got to
that's
go
right.
wake
He's gotta
Angus.
go into the
Got to go
phone
wake
booth.
on
Gotta go
Angus
in the phone
up.
booth like Superman.
Got to go wake Angus up. There, hey!
Yay! I'm back.
Hey, nice of you to join us.
Do you have a phone booth that you jumped in and changed?
It is. It is a phone booth. It is. I got to get a little quicker at it though. But no, that was great. That
Yeah,
was
it was fun,
great.
right?
Yeah, I got.
He's got, you know, he's just got that thing.
Yeah.
He does
I
good.
can't see out of those glasses, so I'm trying to look at my phone. And I'm like, like this.
It's part of the charm of the character.
I got glasses and I can look the shit up, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I got your back, Clockus.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna have to go because we're running a little bit late, right?
So go ahead, hit me.
Tomorrow night, Tuesday.
Tuesday. I gotta find Tuesday here. What happened to Tuesday?
January
They,
11th.
they canceled it because of COVID.
There he is. Tuesday. Tommy.
All right.
Tommy Williams.
The return.
The return of Tommy Williams, huh? Look at that. It got 3 pictures going there.
Third time.
That's
Nice.
good. And he called up. So Wednesday is the Steve and Lori free for all.
Right. That's a yes.
Right.
Anything goes
goes.
Wednesday.
Anything goes Wednesday. I gotta come up with something for that. But anyway, all right, at a later time. Then on Thursday, the return of Paul Cooper.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, and he hasn't been on Free for All Friday in a while because I guess he's been playing. They've been playing. I don't know about now. I think everything's slowed up again. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's all right. I mean,
and
listen,
yes,
you know, he's.
Tim McCullen wants to know if you have a joke tonight.
Yeah, did we
I
get-
do. I do not have a joke tonight. I had a couple, but they're not good. They're not good. And I'm on a high from the last one right now. Still, all right. So I don't want to ruin my. I don't
Yeah,
want to tell.
yeah. That was You did
Yeah,
have
it
a
took
good run
a
with that.
lot. I will, Tim. I will have one. I tell you what. I will have one next Monday. I'll have 2 really good ones next Monday.
2 really
Yeah,
good
one
ones.
of them's going to be that commercial with his daughter.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
that's not
Judas
for
with a cane.
But yeah, there's got to be a couple of little changes in there. I got to put the links in there, so so people can see the links.
Stella.
Yeah, Stella's doing great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing real good. Real good.
Cool.
When we
I hear her
first,
yelling at me. Okay, so then that was a great Monday.
It was a great Monday. This was fun, and this will be the new thing. And I mean, just get your get your facts ready, and it's fun because it's it kind of reminds us of where it all came from, and it's I mean that's part of what this is too, and
Yeah.
it's interesting because there's a lot more people that made rock and roll than just the 20 and 30, 50 that There's like
Yeah, I think it's gonna work out real well. All right, then I'm gonna say good night.
Okay, well then say
All right.
goodnight. Say hello to the kids. Tell your old lady and your wife that we said.
Oh, how's the puppy search going?
Yeah, how's puppy search going?
I don't know. I'll talk to you about that later. I'm going to ask you something about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So all right, I'll wait for the phone call.
Okay. All right. Talk to you later.
All right,
Good night,
thanks,
everybody.
bud. Take care.
Thanks, Angus.
Bye-bye, Lori.
Okay.
So there was that. That was a pretty good show, huh? That was fun. Nice, very nice.
I thought it had a nice flow to it.
Well, I thought so too. I mean, sometimes you got to try different things, and
Well, Lori Richardson saying it's a great show, so
Okay.
there you go. Kitty said so.
well, guys, if
Sue
you
says fun, fun, fun.
there it is till Daddy took the T-bird away.
Michael Newton, great show.
So yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, Tommy. I don't know how long you've been watching the show, but Tommy Williams was one of the first guests that
thank
we
you,
had
Lori
on.
Richardson.
Oh,
One of our number one
the
star
colored
singers.
stars. I gave it this colored stars.
I don't have it.
I gave.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, he played with.
Yeah, Tommy played with. He
plays with the Hooters.
plays with the Hooters currently, but he was with Debbie Gibson back then. And very interesting, I find that whole thing very interesting.
He was in Wondrous Stories.
Yeah, he's an excellent
The,
musician, and it's
that
going to
Broadway show that Tony Bruno.
Did he do that?
I think so. The one with
Rockers on Broadway.
Constantine from American Idol. Yeah, Rockers on Broadway.
It's interesting. I tell you the stories of the guys that like Tommy, like Matt Beck, like.
And
The journeyman guys.
Yeah.
It's interesting how their careers have thrived over the years because they're good at what they do.
And let me tell you this: Tommy likes doing the show so much, he called Steve and said, "Can I be on the show again?"
Time to do it again.
What?
And that's when I thought, it is time to go back and see what everybody's been doing for the past year.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure some bitches been getting inventive out there because it's been.
Well, they've been playing.
ugly.
There was a period where before Omicron and in between Delta and Omicron,
Right.
there was some plan going on.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. I spoke to Dr. Larry today.
We're not going to put any gloom. No gloom.
What if I have good news?
Oh yeah. Well.
It's getting crazy, but Larry said he predicted that you're going to start to see a change in the next 6 to 8 weeks. You're going to start to see things getting better.
Like, getting better?
Yeah. Because Omicron, I said, what's going on with Delta? And he said, Delta's out, Omicron's in. Omicron took over for Delta. So that means that nobody's passing Delta around anymore. That's the really bad killer one.
Right, and the other one is the one where you have a cold, unless.
And Larry said, it may just turn into a thing like the flu, whereas you just get a flu shot every year, or you don't, and then you run you do that.
Right.
But I was very encouraged because I've got a band that I want to get out there playing. What?
One year, Steve and I both had the flu at the same time, and I'm telling you, the run into the bathroom, puking.
I didn't have enough strength to kill her.
We were both sick, and we didn't have anybody to take care of us.
Oh.
And so.
That was
bad.
one of the worst.
Because usually, one of us has it, and the other one can take care of the other one. But both of us at the same time.
Oh man, and okay, well listen.
But we lived at the country club, so the clubhouse was 3 houses away. So we would order.
Clubhouse was not 3 houses away.
Clubhouse was.
No, there were 3 houses to the end of our
All
street.
right, well, it was close enough that we ordered food from there.
How did we get the food? We didn't go pick it up, did we?
I think we had the cart guy, Ali, bring it to us.
Oh, the cart guy,
Yeah.
Ali
Spend a couple bucks.
Sumji.
Bring us some food, please, Ali.
Ali.
And he did.
He was great.
Yeah, but boy, when you both get it at the same time, wow.
It sucks. Well, anyway, I'm that happy. No, tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Tommy Williams?
Tomorrow,
It's gonna be a
Tommy
lot of fun.
Williams,
So we'll-
yeah.
so
And he
yeah.
does the Kenny Tommy jukebox jukester thing. On
It's just
Thursday
very
night.
interesting, like I said, how guys have survived this thing, because this is a nasty thing, but only the strong survive.
That's right.
And on that happy note, kids, if I don't see you in the future, What? What the hell is that? That needs to stop right. I don't know what you're doing, but stop it right
Stop it
now.
right now. All right, so
If I don't see you in the future, I will see you in the pasture.
good night, everybody. See you tomorrow with Tommy Williams.